honestly, I had those panic attacks in London before I moved to France where I had to dig really deep inside of me. I had so many fears regarding money that I was on the floor and praying. I never prayed like that. I'm not particularly a person that prayed, but at this time I felt I was such in deep fear and panics that I was crying and asking for help, and I just, and the best thing, and my friend Baptiste just said, go in nature and spend some time there. And I cried, I just let it all out, and this is the moment where you dig even deeper, and there's something amazing that is gonna come out of it. There's something unexpected, but you want to do that work, you want to feel the fear, you want to embrace it. And if you really have this, whatever emotion it is, you can even see the emotion, you can try to bring it in your heart. That's a technique too. You can bring it in your heart, and then it'll start to transform. Breathe deeply in and bring that emotion to your heart. You'll start to have compassion for that fear, because that fear is coming from your ego. It's coming from your false self. It's not who you are. It's just a way to keep you as you are, as your old way of being. But if you really, you can transform that. You can transform that into gold. You can transform that into magic. But you have to trust, to believe, to be grateful for what you already have. There's so many techniques out there.
Yes, are they in your book as well?
Yes, they're described in the book, and that's what people do when they're doing the 100-day challenge, and that's something free people take on. So if you're in this situation, you might need some support of a community that is also going after their goals, that is positive, that is, enthusiastic, that share their ups and downs, that are vulnerable, because vulnerability for me was the access to my heart, because I've always shut down. From the divorce of my parents, I always protected myself. I never wanted to open up fully and be intimate and one-on-one. So even though if I do the videos where I open up with other human beings and family and friends, I'm not that vulnerable. And the access for me during this hard time was to really say what's so, not as a poor victim me, because I didn't want to get into that, but as really, this is what I'm going through. And from when I was really real with myself, and really, then things start shifting quickly.
Incredible. So really, and the book sounds very inspiring. How do people do this 100-day challenge, and how can they learn more about you?
Yeah, the 100-day challenge, the best is to go to the website. It's cocreatingourreality.com.
Could you spell that?
COCreating, and then our OUR, and then reality, REALITY.com, or you can also type CCOR.TV. And that's the website of the community that we started. We started that community website in February 2008, I think, because the 100-day challenge started in 2005. And we started it off on YouTube, so at the beginning of YouTube, and then we were just posting those videos there. But now it's all regrouped under Co-Creating Our Reality. And you have there about 4,000, 5,000 participants in 125 countries all over the world, just posting videos. They're posting their YouTube videos, or if they want more privacy, they're just posting their videos directly on that site. Some people post videos, some people do blogs, but the whole idea is to choose day number 1 when you're gonna start. So I'm just starting my season 14 now, so you'll start on season 1 if you have never done it. So day 1 was December 1st, and you just declare on day 1, either by blog or video blog, what you want to attract in your life, what are the intentions. And it can just be to gain clarity about what you want to do, or it can be to attract money, or to attract a job, or to be inspired every day, to be happy. My last season was all about living with an open heart, and I never had that many manifestation. I didn't say I want this or that. I said I want to live with an open heart for 100 days. And it has created miracles. It really has created miracles. And so you declare your intention and also your practices. So there's practices on the site. You'll see like, oh, I'll choose to meditate, I'll choose to go to the gym, maybe to brainstorm with people, to take a coach, to do some seminars, to read this book and that book and this book. I will video blog, and you don't have to video blog or blog every day. I do probably 3 a week. But you can do it every day too. There's no rule. It's really just about participating, about completing it, because it's very powerful to complete it, and to connect with other people in the group. You'll see that they're very supportive, and people will say to you, "Yeah, you can do it." And sometimes it's just what you need to hear, "Yes, you can do it."
Just that support.
Yeah, that support. Yeah. So there's many ways to do it, and it's a simple little website. You can download the MP3 to learn how to get it started. Otherwise, you'll see my videos, and if you want to see some of, well, actually all of the videos, you can go to YouTube as well. I have a channel, youtube.com/Lilou Mace. So it's youtube.com/LILOU MACE. And then you'll see all the videos of all the different seasons and everything, and since the beginning. And it's you'll see the difference between the video from 2006 to now. It's just I don't remove them, but I could be ashamed of them. But I'm like,
well, that's for courage, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I wanted to just let you know that when I saw it, it was so inspiring, and that's really how I connected with you, is to look at these YouTube videos, and it's just so nice to see other people creating the life that they want. It makes you know that you can too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's the purpose. And that's the thing, is that because you are going to post your videos then on YouTube or on the website, then you're going to inspire someone else too. And you're going to attract some like-minded people. You know, I'm 32, I'm doing my thing, I'm attracting some people. But let's say I'm not a mother, you know, and a mother will be doing her videos and sharing maybe her challenges with her kids, or creating a new possibility with her kids, or whatever she feels comfortable to share. And she's going to attract, you know, you're going to start speaking to people that are in the same situation, but that you're going to uplift. You know, it's not going to be a victim conversation, because it's people that want to have their life work. So it really creates wonderful things and wonderful connections. A lot of friendship across overseas have been created. Business, you know, so many things have been created out of this community, because it just happens naturally as people are sharing themselves and sharing their dream. Things happen. And my experience of it is that the more you're open, the more you're vulnerable, the more you're sharing what's so, and don't worry about how you're looking or what you're saying. Is just do it for yourself, you know, and you'll see that later on you'll do it for others too. And I love it. I'm at season 14. There's no way I can see my life without it.
Yeah, it's been so empowering for you, hasn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, and for so many, I mean, look at all the thousands, not millions of people you've touched just by doing this.
Yeah, now the videos actually, and that's how it started. I didn't know that I was going to end up now interviewing, you know, the Deepak Chopra and DeMartinis and Dan Winter and all those big names out there, and soon James Redfield, you know, the guy that wrote the Celestine Prophecy?
Yes.
I'm interviewing him. He contacted me. I cannot believe it. Like, he heard about me through another interview I did of Coleman on the Maya 2012, Is It Really the End of the World? And then he saw this video, and then he's the one that sends me an email. James Redfield, like, that wrote I don't know how many books, that is such an inspiring person out there, that says, great work, Lilou, let's be in touch. And so Thursday I'm interviewing him, and that'll be also on my channel, because then I post all those for free on YouTube. You see, this is where it gets really good, is because you start trusting yourself and the universe after a while. Then you allow life to happen, and come to a point where you don't make money the issue. You just do it, and you have this trust, and then things unfold. I decided to move to France. I didn't have the job. I moved. I decided to do all those free interviews and continue to interview. I didn't know how. I said even to myself, even if I'm homeless, I'm continuing those interviews. I'm so passionate about it. I still continue to do those videos. And the next thing you know, I interview somebody. He had, I didn't even know, but he had an editing company, and he's the one that hired me in the end, you know. So things like that just work out if you believe in yourself and what you're up to.
So if you had one piece of advice for people who wanted to change their life and create what they want, would there be one? I know there's many processes, but is there one before we wrap up here that you could, that's really worked the most for you, or that you've seen the most results for people?
I'm going to say gratitude. There's a lot of them, but gratitude, being grateful for what you have right now, for whether it's have a roof over your head, or a loved one, or that hot tea, or that coat, whatever it is. Like, be grateful. Start really to get into the habit of being grateful for everything, and you'll see that you'll become more and more in the present moment. You'll be more and more, small things will just be this joy that starts. I'm not talking of fake gratitude. I'm really talking of being really grateful for what it is. So at the end of the day, before you go to bed, say 5 things that you're grateful for, and then you go to bed.
Feel it. Like I always say, if you can say it, but you need to feel it.
Yeah, you need to feel it, and you're in the presence of it, and then you wake up and you embrace who you are. You give yourself a big hug. But I would say really to do the 100-day challenge is definitely a life-changing thing. So if you want to change your life around, then you have to get the support. You have to get the community around, or the people to do what your heart really desires.
Well, thank you so much. It's been amazing to hear your journey, and we've just heard just the tip of the iceberg. I know I have one more question for you, Lilou, before we kind of wrap things up here, and I really want to know what's next for you. What's on your plate next?
This season is about abundance. So I'm just allowing myself to discover what true abundance is. And I have some preconceived notion of it, but I'm just relaxing into abundance and seeing and experiencing it what it is. And so inside of that, there's many wonderful things that are going to unfold that I probably cannot even dream of, I'm sure. And you don't for now, this weekend, I'm invited at Brandon-based seminar over in Munich. It's an abundance retreat. They're flying me over. They're paying for everything, and I get to interview Brandon-based, so I'm so thrilled. And it's all about removing the blockages from abundance. So when it gets really good, you know what you can do to go beyond that and to allow it to just. And then I'm gonna write another book, and continuing the videos, the interviews. I'm back to being self-employed now, so growing that and creating more and more content for web TV channels and publishers, because I think publishers, for example, have amazing authors and resource of information, but the videos, they haven't tapped into this extraordinary medium that video is. So I'm looking forward to expand that, and probably travel in the US and Canada next year. So I'm looking forward to being back in my second home.
I hope you'll come to Toronto and see us.
I love Toronto. I lived in Chicago. I love Toronto. I have some very, very good friends, the Shandaria family over in Toronto. If they're listening to this, I'm sending them big, big, huge kisses. They're absolutely wonderful people. I love Canada. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
So, thank you so much, Lilou. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I wish you the best in Munich over the weekend with Brandon Bays and all the amazing other things you're doing. And I hope to stay in touch. And again, you've really inspired me, and I hope the listeners who are tuned in right now will really enjoy what you've had to say and life-changing advice that you've given. So thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you so much for giving me that opportunity to share.
You're welcome.